Hi, welcome to the channel. Here's something most people overlook. What you consume doesn't just influence you, it creates you. The conversations you entertain, the food you eat, the media you absorb, even the energy of the people around you. All of it is shaping your thoughts, emotions, and habits in ways you might not even notice. We live in an age of constant input. Every scroll, every clip, every meal is a signal to your body and your mind, telling them who to become. So today we're going to talk about how your consumption of content, energy, and nutrition literally rewires who you are. We'll break down the psychology, the spirituality, and the natural laws behind it, and share practical ways to make sure what you feed your mind and body aligns with your highest goals. First, psychology, the inputs that shape your identity. Let's start with psychology. Neuroscience tells us that the brain is constantly adapting to whatever it's exposed to, a process called neuroplasticity. When you repeatedly consume certain types of content, whether that's motivational, negative, or superficial, your brain builds pathways that make you think and act in alignment with that input. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains this beautifully. Neurons that fire together wire together. That means every time you expose yourself to a specific thought or environment, you're training your mind to become more like it. So if you constantly feed on drama, fear, or gossip, you'll subconsciously start operating from that frequency. But if you consume learning, inspiration, and empowering content, you start to think and feel differently. Your mind is like soil. Whatever you plant in it will consistently grow. The key is to plant intentionally. Second, spirituality, the energy of what you absorb. Spiritually, this principle appears everywhere. In every major tradition, there's a version of the same truth. You become what you absorb. The law of vibration states that everything, food, words, thoughts, media, carries an energetic frequency. When you engage with something, you tune your vibration to match it. So if your daily diet is full of anxiety-inducing news or judgmental conversations, you're lowering your energetic state. You're resonating with chaos instead of clarity. That's why protecting your energy is an act of self-respect. Consuming consciously, whether it's what you eat, read, or listen to, keeps you aligned with the frequency of peace, purpose, and abundance. Energy is contagious, and you decide what you let infect or inspire you. Third, nature. You are what you eat and feed on. Now let's talk about the natural side, the physical. Every cell in your body is literally made from what you eat. The food you consume becomes the raw material for your brain, your muscles, your hormones, your emotions. When you fuel your body with processed foods, caffeine overloads, or sugar highs, you're building yourself on shaky foundations. But when you nourish yourself with clean, vibrant, nutrient-rich foods, you're giving your body the clarity, focus, and vitality needed to pursue your dreams. It's not just physical energy, it's also mental. Studies show that gut health and brain function are deeply connected through the vagus nerve. So what you eat doesn't just affect your body, it literally affects your thoughts, mood, and productivity. You can't create your dream life with low energy or mental fog. What you consume fuels what you create. Fourth, conversations, media, and people. Beyond food and media, the people you surround yourself with are one of the most powerful forms of consumption. You're unconsciously mirroring the energy of those around you, their mindset, language, and standards. Psychologists call this social contagion. If you spend time with ambitious, kind, growth-minded people, you naturally elevate. If you're around pessimism or gossip, you slowly dim to match it. Jim Rohn said it best, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So pay attention. Are your relationships nourishing you or draining you? Because just like food, energy can be toxic or healing, and you have the power to choose. Curate your circle like your diet, intentionally and with love. Now let's make this practical. Here are 5 steps to start consuming more intentionally and aligning your inputs with your ideal life. First, audit your inputs. For 1 week, track what you read, watch, eat, and listen to. Notice how each thing makes you feel, energized or drained, inspired or numb. Second, curate your feed. Unfollow accounts that make you feel small or anxious. Replace them with people, podcasts, or pages that educate or uplift you. Third, feed your body with intention. Choose foods that make you feel light, focused, and energized. Think of every meal as a form of self-respect. Fourth, protect your peace. Limit exposure to negativity. gossip, endless news, or draining conversations. Silence can be more powerful than reacting. 5th, surround yourself with growth energy. Seek out people who reflect the future you, not the past you. Join communities that pull you higher. Small changes in what you consume compound into massive shifts in who you become. Remember, every day your future self is being built, quietly, subtly, through what you take in. Your attention is currency, your energy is sacred, and your consumption is creating your reality, whether you're aware of it or not. So consume consciously. Feed your mind wisdom, your body nourishment, and your spirit peace. Because who you become is simply the reflection of what you choose to take in again and again. You are what you repeatedly consume. Choose wisely. Become intentionally. Thank you for listening. Let me know your thoughts and stay tuned for more.